Hello everybody and welcome back to Minecraft with Niceberg. It has been a very eventful, as you can see from the time-lapse, time here as we have built up the elevator. It's not quite done yet, and we'll talk about why in just a moment. But we've built up the elevator and we've worked on the floor and the roof. And as you can see, we've got some stairways or some pathways out of the elevator onto some different floors, and we can see these different colors and things as we walk in. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at what we've got here. There's some detailing that I want to do here. I kind of forgot that I had the regular blackstone until I got up there. And I've also got some gilded blackstone that I want to kind of put in, which I think will look interesting with the honey blocks and things like that. So we'll go ahead and kind of clean up some of the design here. But here we go just kind of clockwise around. This will take us to the first floor with our librarians and our stonemasons right now. We might add something on that side over there. And I also went ahead and did a kind of nifty little design here on the roof with some dark prismarine and some copper. Now this second row of copper here is going to actually get waxed when it is this, I don't remember what that is. What is that? Exposed. So when it gets to exposed copper, we're going to wax that so that it doesn't continue to change. And I've got a bunch, I know I've got a bunch of wax down there already, or honeycomb, but we're going to keep the inner ring as the cut copper, and then we'll go to the exposed cut copper here. And then out here, it's going to stay copper as well. So we've got a lot of waxing that we still need to do on the ceiling here. And I've got some design issues, or some design choices. I shouldn't say issues. I've got some design choices that I need to make over here on this side of the roof as well. And that's going to kind of depend on what I choose to do, if I bring some more villagers up here, or what I do with this side. So this side isn't quite finished, but that's all right. It will get there. I thought this was kind of a fun design, bringing in the prismarine and copper colors, and I don't know. It'll be all right. Like I said, lots of waxing that we need to do though. I noticed this while I was doing this. I don't know if I was going to put bookshelves here or another barrel. So if anybody has any opinions, let me know. But I'm just not sure. I don't remember what my plan was. But all the corners are missing from every single one of them. So that's strange. In a ring here, we've got the double wall. And right now we've only got one pane of glass. But this will go to 2 panes as well. I didn't have enough to do the entire circle. So I just left it at 1. And we'll come back and do it. So now to get up to the second row, or the second level, I don't know, I kind of feel like maybe I'll put a staircase in here, and that way I could get to the second level from here. But if I wanted to go down, I've got to come, I don't know what I want to do yet. Right now I basically have to go to the bottom every time, and then run around to the other elevator. And we're on the second level. Uh-oh, I'm missing a piece of birch there, didn't know that. And on the second level, all we've got on the second level right now are the sugarcane farms. So we've got a lot of space. Now that I've filled a lot of this room in, or a lot of this, the hole in here, brought it really close to the elevator, we've got a lot more space up here to do stuff with. And so we'll be able to add some more things into the base. And I don't know what that's going to be yet. Haven't thought about it. Haven't decided. Just wanted to get the elevator in so that I stop having to fly around, and if I lose an elytra or die or something like that, want to be able to do that. We're going to bring in another wall around here, just like on the level below, and eventually we'll get that taken care of. But for right now, we'll just hop over here, and we are into the storage level. And again, just a ton of room up here. That I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with yet. I have maybe some ideas on the back wall there. I would like to get a larger smelter somewhere, so whether that's on this level or the level below maybe. I'm not sure what I want to do, but just lots of space here for us to play with and do things with as we expand our base and our needs. And this is going to continue up. Obviously there's no roof on the base yet. I think I've got everything I need to do to get that done, except for the floors. So I could get the outer shell done. We'll see if I can get that done in this episode, or maybe we'll go do something else. But this side here is going to continue up just a little bit more to get us into the upper levels of the base, and then the elevator is going to stop there. So the upper levels of the base, there's, I think, 2 more floors, and those levels will be accessed by stairs or whatever else in those levels. So the elevator will stop not here, but 1 more level up, and that's that. Need to decide what I'm going to do with our beacons, because this guy obviously is poking through the floors here, and that's not ideal. So I'd like to come up with an idea on how that might look cool around the base. A beacon or 2 or 3 or 4, kill some more withers and build some more beacons around here and use them as some decoration. Maybe they go on the outsides here, something like that. I'm not 100% sure yet, but that's something that I need to think about, because, like I said, that just is a pain as it comes up through the floor. So yeah, I hope you like the elevator. And like I said, just a lot more floor space for us to be creative with as we pack things into this base. Sort of my idea here is I don't want to have a bunch of farms and things all over the place. I want things pretty tight and close here where I can stand kind of in one spot, and we have all of our iron going, and we have our sugarcane gathering, and we have bamboo gathering, and all that kind of stuff. And so I want to fit as much of it as I can into our base here, and that's just kind of the idea. So they may not be huge farms, they may not be super efficient farms, but they'll at least do us good for what we need. You know what? Let's just get this thing done. There we have it. We have the final walls finally on the base, and so this is as tall as it's going to be. And again, we've got at least 2 more floors in here that we can put in if we want. Right now I'm going to leave them open just because I haven't decided exactly what I want to do. And again, there's room in the elevator for it to come up to this floor that we're standing on right now. And then we would get up to the final floor through staircases or whatever other means, probably a staircase that we want to have. And so this is, like I said, the height that the base is going to be. What goes inside those final 2 floors is yet to be seen, but I wanted to open it up a little bit more and kind of build some windows up there and let us be able to see just a bit. So let's go ahead and take a look at it from the ground up. And one thing that I might do is add in some other supports in the windows up there potentially. I'm not sure yet, but maybe once we just get things full in there, then it won't look quite as empty or quite as open. But so that this wall here frustrates me just because of the storage system, and I know why it's there, but it kind of frustrates me. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of wishing now that the bottom levels I also would have made 6 high. And so that's kind of a bummer, right? That we've got these smaller levels and then a really big level, and then the last 2 levels are 6 tall. But we'll live with it. It's okay. I'm obviously at this point not going to go back and and redo a bunch of stuff. I also feel like I need to carry some of the quartz and deep slate down through the bottom. So I think we'll do some redesigning of some things down here, get a little bit more deep slate, and maybe just a little bit more variation. And that was part of my plan from the very beginning, was to come back with all this polished andesite and add in some regular andesite and maybe some smooth stone and just create some variation down here in the bottom, which we may go ahead and do anyway. So that's not necessarily a terrible plan. I could probably get this staircase out of here. I don't know yet. We'll find out. I think I've said this before, but this is modeled after the University of California, San Diego library. And here's a image of it, kind of side by side here with what I did. And so, yeah, modeled it quite a bit after it, as you can see. And just like the shape, thought it would give us a good shape and some interesting things to do on the inside. And obviously it has, right? We've got all this floor space now to do things with. And I'm going to leave the roof open for now, just because our storage system right now is at the top, and there is just a really nice, the ability for me to fly in and out is really nice as of right now. I did go ahead and put the edge around the top, the quartz top, so that we don't get any mob spawns up there. All of the slabs in the corners are bottom slabs, so we don't need to worry about mobs spawning there. And of course, we don't have any floors anywhere, so no mobs are going to spawn on any floors up here. It also gives us the height that we need, and this is really why I wanted to get this done, because all of this that I started terraforming around here needs to come up basically at least to this height here. This is eventually going to raise up onto sort of a plateau, and we're going to see a lot of this get terraformed over time. And probably just about all of this jungle space here will eventually be underneath this terraformed mountain that I'm basically going to build here. I'm just excited to get moving forward here, because the plans for this area have just taken on a whole new world from when I started. And when we started, I remember I was going to put up like 5 or 6 of these storage silos and make everything sort of an industrial area right here around spawn. We put in the wool farm. We had the iron farm that is still operating as far as I know. I don't know the last time that we actually had an iron golem spawn, but this is going to be kind of our industrial zone. And now everything's kind of shifting over here. We've got the iron farm over there. We've got a wheat farm. The carrot farms are over there. Our library, our sugar cane and storage system is all going to be in here. And then we're going to terraform up around it. And I got ideas for what's going to happen after the terraforming, like I said. So I'm excited to get started on that, and am really looking forward to kind of what comes after all that.
Well, I think that will do it for us in this episode, but not before I show you the final floor. So I haven't filled in all of the oak, but this floor is going to be our oak floor. And this is the last floor that the elevator comes to. So I put this little, I want to do this little, because the top, this floor is so much taller than the others, right? I want to do kind of this depression thing here in the middle. So when you come up to this floor, you're actually down in a little bowl, and then you got to come up and come out to get to this floor. I think it's pretty neat. I'm not totally sold on the colors or where I'm going to stop the copper oxification, but I'm actually thinking that this one would be too bad. It's not quite like the granite. I don't know. I'm not 100% sold on the colors and things in here, so this may change over time. But for now, this is where it's going to be, and it gives me the opportunity to start thinking about how much room I have up here to play with. And I do want to do something here because this looks gross from underneath. So we are going to need to put a roof or something in here, just like we did. We haven't done it on this floor yet. I suppose I will at some point though, but this floor here, right, we did a pattern on the roof and things, and I have not, again, waxed anything down here, but we'll get to that before the next episode, maybe, I suppose. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the build. Lots of time lapse in this one. I'm sorry, I know that, but this was fun for me to be able to get this part done, and it's coming together. So slowly but surely, weeks and weeks at a time, little bit by little bit, we're getting things done here. So hopefully you are still enjoying what's happening here, and I will see you next time. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and I will see ya.